Okay, so I will be asking questions on behalf of the media. Here we have Raevyn Rogers, second place in the women's 800 meter. And here we have a question from Rob Mosley. Start with the big picture. Raevyn Rogers, Olympian. How does that sound?
I feel like it hasn't settled in. It's I think the biggest thing I'm most excited about is, well, one of the biggest things is, I think, when you see everybody post on like National Olympian Day and you just have like world champs, photos, but to actually, really actually process being an Olympian is something that I've worked extremely hard for. I still can't believe that it's actually like a thing now. Like I'm actually an Olympian. Just because I feel like I'm just so always work, 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 work. And going into things, I just try to hope for the best. And for this to come true, is unbelievable. It's so incredible.
I have another question from Rob Mosley. With about 200 to go, how did you feel about your positioning in the field and also your ability to get toward the front?
So in the race with about 200 to go, I knew that I had to sort of kind of put myself in good position in order to be able to really make a difference going into the straightaway. And so I feel like once I watch the video, because it's harder to see positioning when you're in it, but I know that in the future I'd like to work on positioning, and that's actually been something I've worked on this whole round by round by round. Is really working on positioning, and I think that I guess it was in a good position for me to be able to strike off of and just kind of really execute the plan that I went into the race with.
Then we have a question from Ryan Thorburn from the Register Guard. You had to wait 5 years to get another chance to make the Olympic team. What were you thinking when the meet was delayed another 5 hours due to record heat?
I actually was calm. I was actually calm. Me and Craig went back to our Pete's Airbnb and we just watched movies and kind of chilled out. In between time, I was more so relaxing because it was enough time to relax. But I just knew I was a little bit more calmer when I came back the second time as opposed to when I came the first time. I was a little bit more anxious, but I was, to be able to be calm today and to really execute the plan and really move and it be a successful race plan when it mattered, it's huge, especially with the delays. So I was able to really adapt and still stay focused.
Okay, we have a question from Eric Bull from Diestat. Raevyn, you've closed incredibly well for the second round in a row, but going forward to Tokyo, was it good for you to be able to see in person how a thing likes to set up race and the gear changes that she demonstrated?
Um, well, really, I didn't really focus on just one person in the race. I feel like that field was a world championship field. I mean, even with the rounds, it felt like I remember telling my mom and my coach, I'm like, I feel like I'm at world champs. The this whole trials, I feel like each event was stacked. There wasn't any easy going races, and anyone I feel like you couldn't doubt in this 800 tonight. I mean, you have strong people like Kate Grace, and Chanel Price, and Hannah Green. You just can't sleep on people, and so I really just took the part of just focusing on myself as just making sure I did what I could do and I did what I could do to get on the team and not really so more so focusing on everybody else.
Then we have something. Ryan Thorburn from the Register Guard said the 800 women's field was perhaps the deepest and most competitive of any event at the trials. How do you think this competition will prepare you for Tokyo?
It's definitely something that I need because I mean we're going to be we need these type of experiences as far as these type of races. Normally, Ajay and I, of course, would prepare. Or just professionals in general would have more Diamond League races to prepare for. So I feel like tonight was a Diamond League type of atmosphere, especially being at nighttime. And so it just makes me that much more ready and that much more excited to just get back to practice and grind.
And then we have another question from Rob Mosley. What will be the goal you're chasing in Tokyo?
I can't tell you. I'm gonna have to show you. I'm gonna have to show you. But I'm so excited because today was a step in the right direction.
And then we have a question from Eric Bull from Diestat. How encouraged are you at this point of the season with the direction your racing is headed with Pete? And how excited are you to represent that group in Tokyo along with your domestic and international teammates?
I'm so excited, and I wanted to really make the team on behalf of Donovan. I mean, that's my partner in crime. You know, with it, the way our program is set up, it's like 800 boy, 800 girl, 1500 boy, 1500 girl, and you know, for Donovan to kind of experience what he did, I really wanted to make sure I did my part for the both of us, and so I'm so excited. Of course, Pete is excited, and it's only today was only a show to how practice has been going, and it's so much more to come because I know how much work I've put in. And so today was just one of those feedback situations where it's like, okay, everything is paying off. Let's keep pushing.
And then we have a question from Ashley Coleman from Focus Media News. With the 5-hour delay today, what did you do to keep the motivation up?
Stayed relaxed. We watched movies. I went back to the house with Don and Craig and the rest of the team. And I just really just stayed relaxed. I was texting my sports psychologist the whole time, texting my mentors. That's another thing that got me through this whole trials. I feel like because the way that everything was set up and everything was so okay, now we have to hit the fast button and get things going. It created this sense of anxiety, at least for me. But I'm so thankful because of my support system. I had so many people praying for me. I was so blessed to have so many people praying for me because I feel like I was really kind of, if I didn't have a strong support system and a strong faith system and a strong family, I really would have succumbed to those anxiety thoughts and those kind of negative thoughts going into this final.
Now we have another question from Ashley Coleman. What is your message to your supporters? What do you hope people watching took away?
Oh, my message to my supporters, thank you for being my nest. I have my family, they have their shirts that say Raven's Nest, and I feel like that's essentially the people that I feel like I can really call home. You know, thank you to my supporters for being my nest. Thank you for praying for me. So many people prayed for me. So many people just sent so many prayers. I'm so thankful, you know, for God being able to bless me with a gift to be able to showcase to everybody, and really put him on display. But to my supporters, you know, like I just can't thank you enough because like I said, this trials was a lot and anxiety that went into it. And at the end of the day, you just really want to hope that your best on that day is best enough to make this team, which only comes every 4 years. And so I'm just so thankful for everyone that was still rooting for me. And I'm so excited to represent so many people in my hometown and my summer track team, Wings Track Club. It's just so many people. This is a bigger picture than just me. And I'm just so thankful for everyone that's been supporting me.
What are your plans for the month going into Tokyo?
So I have to get back to the drawing boards with Pete. Like I said, I feel like we're in a great direction. I mean, because I hadn't ran 157 this year at all, and I started in April.